Richard, 53, has addressed his 2006 crash while behind the wheel of a vampire dragster that left him seriously injured. He admitted that he had only volunteered to drive the car that dented his brain because he is a short bloke. Sitting down to speak on Dragon's Den star Stephen Bartlett's podcast, Diary of a CEO, Richard reflected on his decision to drive the motor vehicle that ended in tragedy. On how his brain now functions, Richard shared, "I dented mine crashing to the ground at 320 miles per hour. I only did that because I'm a short bloke. Stupid me, that is short bloke all over," he added. He recounted how producers asked who would like to drive the rocket-powered dragster, to which he immediately volunteered. After the crash and subsequently being in a coma, Richard said his brain had anomalies and didn't work the way it should. He revealed, "I worry about my memory because it's not brilliant. I can still read a script and deliver it, but my long-term memory is not brilliant. I have to write things down and work hard to remember them sometimes. It might be the age, it might be the onset of something else, I worry about that. I do," he shared, on his fear of being diagnosed with dementia. After making a recovery from the accident less than 6 months later, the TV host made a triumphant return to Top Gear with his brain still scrambled from the accident. He previously spoke openly about his mental state following the accident in an interview for YouTube channel Drive Tribe alongside Devo magazine owner and close friend Harry Metcalf. While recalling being originally offered a red Ferrari Maranello back in 2006 by Harry, Richard said, "He offered it to me and I was still a bit skewed up top." Harry interjected, "It wasn't that big a crash. Don't miss," Richard jokingly played along, "I just made a fuss." The Grand Tour host detailed how his brain felt mixed up and how his wife, Mindy Hammond, wanted something to cheer him up after his hospital ordeal and returned to the show that made him a household name. Richard continued, "So I was a little bit scrambled, but my wife had stayed with the idea and been talking to Harry because we all know each other anyway. I was filming in the North Pole, which I shouldn't have been doing because I was still barely BLD recovered. I was still mad as a bag of snakes. I wasn't really fixed by any means. But while I had been away, Mindy had spoken to Harry and arranged to buy it," he added. However, it was not long after Richard owned the vehicle that he was forced to sell it, which he still regrets. The motor expert owned the car for only a few years before it was sold following a pricey house move. Richard and his family had previously been living in the countryside while he commuted daily to London for filming episodes of Top Gear. At the time, Richard owned 6 cars when he decided to move nearer to work in London. However, upon relocating, he felt that the family didn't fit in, so decided to move back to the countryside.